You're listening to the June 20th, 2020 reading of Blossom Goodchild's Channeling with the Federation of Light.
Another week has flown by. Hello. If okay with you, we need to continue on about this announcement. I feel there are a few things to be clarified.
Welcome, Blossom. Welcome all. We are happy to assist in this reasoning. How may we help?
Thank you. Before, you've spoken of a huge announcement when all TV screens and device screens would be taken over. This one coming up to take us into phase 2 is not that one, is it?
Definitely not. Things as they are not ready for that phase. And you can feel, Blossom, that there is no point in asking us when that phase is or what number.
Yes, I get that.
We are doing that which we can to help you find your feet, to ground yourselves as much as possible within this process of transition. And yet, we know you understand, or most of you do, that we cannot do a grand reveal, for that simply is not our place to do. And to keep in mind that situations, pieces of the puzzle, are changing places rapidly as each team, side, tries to outdo one another.
We're going over old ground, I know. Yet you have said many times the light has won. So outdoing one another confuses me greatly.
It is indeed fact that the light has won. Yet this does not prevent the need for those on the loser's side to hold fast to the little weaponry they have left and try to be the last man standing, so to speak. Know in your hearts, the light has won. This you need to embed into your being. It will assist you through these coming times.
Okay. I'm just going to go for it and ask if phase 2 will find us in another lockdown.
Yes.
Oh, poop.
Yet not immediately. This, as far as we can surmise, will be very different from the first home restrictions. For much will have taken place by then, and many souls will have found their truths, their thoughts on the current situations, and may not be so willing to participate in these end games. The tides in phase 2 will turn things around enormously, and one will find themselves in yet another confusing state of being. All the while, the positions of many will be building into a more solid stance, and realizations of what is perhaps going on behind the scenes will be brought to the forefront. More and more as the days move on, your false media will have to expose certain things, for it would appear ridiculous if they did not. And again, more and more questioning would arise.
I cannot tell you how many times I've said, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Each one of us having our own thoughts on what may or may not take place. One is in such limbo.
Yet all one needs to know is the love that they are. With respect, if one simply continued to feed themselves with the knowing of the love they are, the higher aspects of love that they are made of, then they would find great relief in these troubled times.
Would you say we've hit rock bottom now, what with all these riots?
No, we would not. There is more and more and more to come.
Oh, happy days.
Blossom, this is not new news. One is trying to imagine that which is to come, yet you cannot. No rumors or rabbit holes have full knowledge of the procedure that shall come about. It may not always appear to be heading in the right direction, yet keep in mind there are many twists and turns along the journey to this higher frequency of status. You are in for huge surprises of all sorts, some enlightening, some shocking, some uplifting, some very depressing. so much, so very much is to unfold.
I don't go down rabbit holes unless sent the map to do so. I recently watched one about clones. I've heard a little about it, yet this took it further. Would you care to comment?
Not particularly, Blossom.
I thought you might say that. May I ask why not?
Dearest Blossom, beloved beings who enjoy our banter, there are many things of this planet Earth, many, many things that we know about and have not yet come anywhere close to being revealed. It is not our responsibility to do so. Not yet, if at all. Again, here we have difficulty in putting into words that which seems impossible to do so. We are unable to put all reveals of everything about planet Earth and all it entails into a nutshell. For planet Earth is part of the everything. It is a part of all that is. Within just your planet sphere, there are multi-dimensions, multi-dimensional beings, frequencies that go off the charts, both within and without that which is known as the actual Earth. So much is taking place right now that is nothing to do with the political state of affairs and who is running the show. So much that one cannot put into words because there are none to do so. What you are experiencing is the human factor, and all that you are able to comprehend is what is occurring within, around, about your current changes from that oh so human factor, because you are here to experience that side of things and do what you came to do as a human race. To make it into a human race that one can be proud of. Sit well within. That is your part in all of this. You know this. You know you are here to bring out the love from within yourselves and shine it upon those who do not even know they have it. Any of it. All else that is taking place behind the scenes on other levels, although for the same purpose and working toward the same outcome, is being taken care of by those whose position it is to do so.
I'm getting a feeling, because you cannot put it into words, to do with a sort of universal gathering of so many involved, each having their own part to play.
Correct. For this that you are deeply involved in, although your planet Earth seems so small in comparison to other planets, stars, is far bigger on a planetary embodiment than one assumes.
Meaning what?
When you have arrived through to the new position of Earth, you will know. There is not too much we can say at this point, other than the Earth, as you know it now, will not just have changed in vibration, therefore changing it, yet the expansion of your planet will be the talk of the town.
You do know, don't you, that many feel you talk in riddles and ask why you cannot just say it as it is.
We are aware, Blossom, that there are those who choose to think of our words in that way. We are not here to offer things to you on a plate, for that would stunt your growth. If we were to tell you more than we should, we would change the course of the pathways. For one, by knowing what is going to take place next, they would be gearing towards that particular pathway.
Well, wouldn't that be useful?
No, because by doing so, that would change what is and how it is. The unfolding of this grand divine plan must be handled with great caution.
Back to the light has won.
Yes, it has.
Perhaps a metaphor or something to help us out on this. For I get that you say it needs great care, yet if we have one, put bluntly, why all the secrecy? Do you see my confusion still?
Let us say that throughout it is known that the light has won. It is the inevitable outcome. Yet this does not stop those who are lost in the darkness putting their spanners in the works to prevent the final victory taking place. However, they cannot prevent it. Yet they can prolong it.
Ah, well, why didn't you say so in the first place? That makes sense to me. I guess, like everyone else, I'm forever wondering what the future may hold. Don't get me wrong, I'm living day to day in a much better place than I was, yet everything is still so uncertain.
Not everything, Blossom. Love. 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 That's all you need to do. Within everything you hear, watch, read, feel, do it in, as, through, of love. Nothing else. Love.
Thank you. This reminded me of some of your words on love from the bridge. I'll put the link below. I always enjoy our connection. I feel very blessed. In gratitude, in loving service, I am.